So here is what I've put together for a discussion board. And as I stated on my website here, G Suite Pros, I talked about splitting your screen into one side of your screen is the form, and then another window where you have the actual spreadsheet where you can see all of the responses coming in real time, and then also all three of the documents that DocAppender appends to as you go. So if I want to submit a new form, like the last question the teacher asked the group of current events, what's the best use of Twitter? So let's say I'm Kai and I'm replying to the teacher. I think that Twitter users should be nice. Okay, we can just say something like that. Notice as soon as I submit that, it does show up instantly on my discussion spreadsheet. And when I come over here to the current events, I can see Kai replied to the teacher. So let's take a look here. Periodic table. What's the first element? Teacher's asking the group. So I'm going to come here. Periodic table. This is from Nick to the teacher. I think it is hydrogen. Okay, so he submits that, and then quickly here, so Nick replied to the teacher, periodic table, Nick replied to the teacher. So the purpose of this really is a way to build a discussion group where your class can answer questions on different topics, and they choose who it's from, who it's to, and give a reply. And then in real time, you could see these are being sorted actually. The data is actually coming in here, and I'm reverse sorting them so I can see everything at the top here. And generally, actually, I would hide that data sheet from all the users, so there's no purpose to see that. And then on each one of the documents, the teacher has a recorded history of all of the events. In this case, with DocAppender, they're appended at the bottom. In this case, of the discussion board, things are happening sorted top to bottom. So this may or may not be a useful way to form a discussion group that you could set up for your class. It's not too difficult. If I were to switch back to this screen here, the main thing about this that's different, basically, like I said, I would actually hide that sheet so that now when I come back and look here, if the students are actually looking at the group, they only ever see the discussion. I would hide the actual data that's coming in, the form responses. And all of this is really done with one simple query. Actually, two things are happening here, so let me just go back to my hidden sheet. So there is a named range in here, and the named range is basically data A2 to E126. So I'm just basically naming a data range, and then over here on this query, I'm referring to that named range, and then I'm selecting A, B, C, D, E, and I'm sorting this on the first column descending. So that's what that formula means, and that's how I get at that data. Then that's what the end users see is all of the discussions sorted from the most recent, and you could track down through here and try to see which ones are related to a particular question.